We back. We back again. Yep. We back. So back. What's up? We back. All right. Let me get situated. I'm comfortable now. Are you comfortable? No? It's cool. Okay. All right. We back. What up, podcast land? It's I Can't Afford to Quit podcast with your boy Brentel and my co-host
Ashley.
And we are back in the basement because she is not a superstar and not too busy to come in today. See, I'm that type. I didn't let you call in. You called in, but I said, fuck it, we're going to do the podcast from the call off.
Yeah. I was tired. I love doing the podcast, but Sundays are my lazy day.
Right.
And so it requires me to put on pants and...
Okay. All right. So that's the type of episode we're going to have.
Yeah.
All right. What did you do this weekend?
Exactly what I just said. Didn't wear pants and sat around the house.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And couponed.
Oh, man. Yeah, I didn't do much. I just kicked it with the kids. Binge watched as usual. Oh, yeah. I recorded my first sports podcast. It's not so much a sports podcast. It's specifically for the NBA playoffs, but we're going to use it for like NFL playoffs, baseball playoffs. And it is titled "We Talking Playoffs," which is, I love that title.
Wait. That's the title of it?
Yeah, it's a soundbite from Jim Moore. It was an epic rant after he lost. And it was like, do you think you make the playoffs? And he was like, playoffs? You talking playoffs?
Well,
we'd be lucky if we win game. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that's what I got the clip in it. I got the clip in the intro. But yeah. So, we broke down the first round of the playoffs. We're gonna come back every round and talk playoffs. So check that out. It's on SoundCloud. It's not on iTunes or nothing like that yet. When we get good feedback and, we'll take it to the next level. So it's in the trial stages. So
that's cool.
Yeah. Other than that, man, I didn't do much. Just watch basketball. A lot of basketball this week. A lot of basketball.
I gotta check my email because I don't remember seeing an invite to do that podcast. No?
Oh, so did you watch basketball?
Wait, yeah, I watched it. Well,
who's playing?
The Browns.
Oh, okay, yeah, exactly.
Right. So,
you gonna be the moderator?
Yeah. I'll be the hype man.
Oh man. Yeah. Other than that, man, I ain't do much. Crazy. Starting a new job.
Yeah.
Big government check.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing else going on that I think to talk about.
Me neither. I was so lazy this weekend. I literally changed out. I took a shower yesterday and changed from pajamas to pajamas, and then watched TV all day. Played with the baby. The girls were in and out. But other than that, it was just that kind of day. So then this morning, I also took a shower and changed into more pajamas. And it's just been one of those weekends. They're my favorite. I stayed up till 2 in the morning last night watching Lock Up.
Lock Up?
Yeah.
So, see, that's why you ain't on the show. All that good basketball on, you watching Lock Up.
Yeah. Well, that was after I watched the basketball game.
You're so full of shit.
Okay. Anyways. So, yeah, besides that, that's it. And, like I said, I'm in this whole couponing mode.
Let's talk about that. Well, first, we'll talk about your couponing, but let's get your Twitters and all that out there.
Of course.
My Twitter and Instagram is the same, at Brintelligence, 2 L's. Yeah.
I feel like you didn't have any faith in me on that because.
I didn't. I'll just be honest. Go, but
it was.
I'll show you why. Go ahead.
You know what? I have an idea. What if we just put my Twitter name up behind you? Because I'm looking that way.
That's cool, you know?
Yeah, like right up
we
on the
gotta
wall.
dumb things down. Cool.
Wait, nobody said anything about dumbing it down. But there is a spot on the wall up there.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
I already know what it is.
Okay, go ahead.
It's Queen Bee _ 327.
Okay.
Right?
Do you want to do Instagram?
Is that it?
I gotta look at the news for you. I gotta look at the podcast for you. What is your what is it, Miss something, right?
Miss Queen 327.
Look at that. Yes. Look us up on iTunes, Stitcher, Podomatic, SoundCloud, Podbean, etc. Anywhere you catch podcasts, we are on the app. So look at us, Google Play, whatever. We are there. Look us up. I Can't Afford to Quit. The cool thing is, I've been typing in I Can't Afford to Quit, and like I can't, and we just pop up.
Right. It used to be you had to type in all the way up to the quit.
Mm-hmm. And I do it on different devices that never been used, like I never used before, like people's phones and shit. So
people are searching.
Yep. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's listening. Last week we did the listener appreciation. That was cool.
I have to sneeze. I'm so sorry. Grapefruit. It's gone. No, it's not. Shit. Grapefruit. It's gone.
Okay, let's talk about your couponing.
I am like so into this couponing situation. Like, I have been figuring out this extreme couponing.
I would love to know, like, I want you to talk about what you've learned so far. Because the conversation
it's like seriously a learning process. So I can't even give like, oh my god, this is how you do it. Because seriously,
you're still learning.
Yes, like
just go with what you
It's a matter of like comparing what coupons came out, and usually it's not like what came out this week. It's what came out like weeks ago to what sales are on now, and how you can do it like to get it down to like very low. And I've been getting a lot of stuff very low because I'm planning it. Like it's seriously like a part-time job.
Really?
Yeah. It's not something that I just look at the paper and 5 seconds later go to the store. Like, I'm seriously, like, I have notes and stuff when I go to the store.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, like, you got any, like, success stories, testimonials, or anything that you
Well, I currently have, like, 40-some bottles of Glade.
Glade air freshener.
Glade air fresheners, yeah. Because I was getting them for, like, just paying tax on them. Because I figured out how to use the coupons, and it worked in my favor. So it's always going to smell fresh in my house, probably for like 5 years. But anyways, you're over here talking about when are you going to actually use those? I'll use them. I have a baby in diapers and 4 kids that currently get funky. Yeah, so they'll be used.
Yeah. I can't wait till you get that laundry detergent once you do that hustle.
Yeah. It's on and popping this week. I have so many plans.
You told me that you got something for it. What price was it? It was like, what, 99 cents?
Yeah,
like
laundry detergent. That's my plan for this week. I'll let you know how it works out.
Yes, you got to let the pod world know, too, because I think that's something that's interesting. I wonder if there are podcasts about couponing.
I doubt it.
Twice though, and you're just gonna leave it. You're just gonna leave it. Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead with that first story because I'm about sick of your shit.
I know, me too, right? I still feel like that sneeze is hanging around up in there. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, where it's kind of just a little tickle in the back. I'm getting a little annoyed. Okay. First story is nearly 20,000 drug convictions are dismissed over a chemist's misconduct. Because of a lab chemist's widespread criminal misconduct in analyzing drug samples, about 95% of 20,000 drug convictions in Massachusetts have been dismissed, according to the American Civil Liberties Union of Massachusetts.
Really?
This is, they said this is a victory for regular people, for people who've been tarnished by these drug convictions. It said those drug convictions have relied on this Annie Dukin.
She got the biggest dookie face on right now.
Yeah. A former chemist for the Department of Public Health. She was testing the drug samples submitted by law enforcement agencies from 2003 to 2012. Like, that's a really long time. When investigators accused her of contaminating drug samples, falsifying results, and mishandling evidence. Investigators said she admitted to intentionally contaminating some samples to turn them from negative samples into positive samples. Yeah. She also...
Go ahead.
She also admitted to dry labbing, in which she tested a few samples but reported the same results from multiple other samples.
Was she paid to do this?
I think it was all on her own. She pled guilty in November 2013 to...
This sounds like she was... there's motivation here.
To 27 criminal counts in all, including charges of perjury, evidence tampering, and obstruction of justice. She was sentenced to 3 to 5 years in prison. That's it?
I think this sounds like she took the fall for what somebody else had her.
But 3 to 5 years? She should have to do all the time that anybody else did.
Nah, if you think if she's taking the fall, they're gonna make sure she's not. Her sentence is not as long.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Like we're gonna give you 3 to 5 so that it looks like we're doing something about it. I don't like that.
So, are they dismissing the cases, or...
No, she's already been released. This is older one. I believe she was released last year. It said in all, the scandal cast doubt on drug testing for 40,000 cases. More than 20,000 convictions of those remained against so-called Dukin defendants. But a lot of them are being dismissed. And I believe that they're still, like, even though she's out of jail, I believe it's still, like, being checked into. Basically, the damage has been done, though.
But with the dismissals, I mean, it probably take them 8 or 9 years to even get dismissed after the fact. Right. So they probably got
anybody
out
that went to jail. Yeah, anybody that went to jail for it, they're gonna have to go back to court and try to prove that. Maybe because they can get it like taken off their records or thrown out. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's crazy. I really feel like she should have had to do time for every single person that had to do time and didn't have to. Shouldn't have had to.
This is recording. Did you hear about the first black female judge to sit in New York's highest court position?
No.
Was found dead.
She just became a judge?
Yeah, let's see. And she was like the first Muslim to hold that rank too.
Wow.
And damn, I don't want to take her name, but Sheila Abdus Salam, the first female judge to sit in New York's highest court, was found dead Wednesday along the Hudson River in Manhattan.
Damn.
They tried to say it was a homicide, like she drowned herself or whatever.
You mean a suicide?
Yeah, there you go. Suicide. My bad. And the autopsy came back that she didn't have any water in her lungs, so that means she was killed and thrown.
She went in water.
And she's like known for prosecuting police and things of that nature. Like she ain't nothing to play with.
Right.
So
not somebody that the bad guys want on. Right.
So it's still being investigated, but like that whole like trying to rule it out as a suicide, that's a definite red flag.
Right.
But
first,
I don't have much on it.
Why would somebody? I'm sorry, but if people commit suicide, one of the things that they usually don't do is drown themselves. Do you know what I mean? Like, that should have been a red flag, like, from the jump. Like,
yeah. And she's 65. She's very healthy. If you see her, have you ever seen her?
yeah, I did see a picture. Now that you're talking about it, I remember seeing this on Facebook.
Like, she's in it, but she's worked hard to get into the position she's in. So, like, suicide is, like, not...
Right.
It just doesn't add up.
The odds of it being that would be very low.
And it's like, that's very low with black women, too.
Yeah.
Especially in her position with her education. What she stood for and everything like that. It's just, nah.
That's crazy. I hope they figure out who did it and they all go down, because I'm sure it wasn't just one person.
I think probably police had something to do with it. Or if not, they covered it up.
Right.
So you definitely gotta do follow up on that. You got the next one.
Okay. After 39 days on the run for the missing teacher and the student, they were found. It says they traveled as far away from Tennessee as they could get, and they ended up in a remote cabin in Northern California. I guess the teacher that took the girl was telling people that was his wife and that their house had burned down in Colorado. And Tad Cummins is his name. Basically, he disappeared. Do you know about this? They've been missing for 5 weeks. The teacher took his student, and they've been looking for him. They don't know how...
Like, they ran off on some rendezvous?
Well, they don't know, because here's the thing. There was... when the girl left her house... They disappeared on March 13th, about 2 months after another student reported seeing the two kissing in the classroom. The school learned about the incident the following day, but the girl's father didn't find out about it until a week later. The school's saying that she was pulled from the class, but people are telling the parents that's not true. He was suspended from his job on February 6th, and then he was fired a month later, the day after he disappeared with the student. But, I guess this guy was, like, grooming her for, like, a whole year before all this happened. He had told her that he was a secret agent and that he had all kinds of money. Basically, he grew close to this girl. And then, on the morning of March 13th, a friend dropped her off at a restaurant in Columbia. Around the same time, they showed the teacher getting gas, like, at a nearby place. Like, so, but that morning, I guess she told her brother or sister or somebody that she was going somewhere that day, but to call the police if she didn't return by 6 p.m.
So it was,
So... I guess she didn't think
I fuck with you, but I don't fuck with you?
Like, there must have been some kind of fear in her.
Right.
That because if she really, truly wanted to run away, she wouldn't have said anything to anybody. But for her to say that, maybe she was going to see him to, like, break it off or something, or, you know what I mean? Like, she was scared of him, or maybe she knew his intentions and didn't want to follow through with it, or whatever. But something, I don't think all the details have fully come out yet, but she is, has been found, basically.
Well, that's good. That's good. I think that just sounds like it's a situation where, like, yeah, you cool, but not that cool. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Well, either that or just the fear. Like, okay, it sounds like a great idea, but now that it's coming down to the fact that I'm leaving my parents and I'm just a young girl. Feet. Yeah. And maybe she knew she was going to tell him that when she left, that she wasn't going to go, but she was scared he was going to force her to anyway. Either way, it's wrong. She's a kid.
Oh, yeah.
He should be in jail for even...
And we're not even arguing that fact.
Yeah, if she even agreed to it, yeah.
I'm just... The details are fuzzy. I just wanted...
And the crazy thing was, like, he took out a loan for like $4,500 because he told his wife that since he had lost his job that he needed to take out a loan. Borrowed his wife's car that day. Said he was going on a job interview. And then filled 2 prescriptions, I believe, for erectile dysfunction.
Oh, shit. He's about to fuck the mess out there, girl.
That's not funny.
No, I'm serious. That was his.
He had bad intentions from the start.
That was his intention.
He got a loan, he got a car, and he got some pills. Like, his intentions from the start were bad. And then he took her across state lines. Like, he's in some trouble.
Yo, he was not playing at all. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So he's in custody, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good.
I'm sure more details will come out, but there was an Amber Alert out for this girl for a while. I'm assuming until now, but
yeah, he wanted to smash super bad.
Well, the thing is, though, they were having some type of relationship because somebody caught him kissing at school. That's why he lost his job.
Oh, so he knew. Okay.
Yeah, this wasn't. That's why I don't think this was a "I'm gonna steal you and you don't know anything about it" type of situation. I really think it was probably she got scared and tried to back out.
Okay.
But then she had already had a relationship with him, so she probably wasn't like too scared once she was there.
All right. That's too much. That's too much for me. He had the Viagra pills. Wow.
But the guy that they ended up in his cabin. I guess he told the guy that he was down to his last $10. Their house had burned down, so this guy was letting him stay in his cabin, and he recognized him and called the police. And the police had him like that. I think everybody was involved, like the FBI and everything, had him tell him
39 days.
Yeah, he was like supposed to be helping the guy work to stay in the cabin. And when the guy realized who he was, he called the police, and then they had him tell him he needed him to come help with the job. And when he came out, they arrested him.
So the girl's back home, correct?
Yeah.
Good. You got the next one?
Okay. A new vending machine in a University of California Davis study room traded for the usual hot Cheetos and Red Bull for condoms, tampons, pregnancy tests, Advil, and the morning after pill. They call it Wellness to Go machine. I think it's a cool idea. I don't know. I guess they're getting some...
I'm for it.
Uh-huh.
I'm for it.
Yeah.
Totally for it.
I mean, I'd be pissed if they just had, like, Plan B in there. But they had... like... That's not a birth control. I understand shit happens, but let's offer birth control first and say, like, okay, just in case this one doesn't work, now go to 3B.
Right.
Like, don't try it. But I guess it's taken 2 years to get this to actually be put in place. And I don't know.
That is a genius idea, Doc.
They say it's not promoting, like, go have unsafe sex because they have a backup option. It's going to be cheaper than if you just want to go to a drugstore. But other students come to its defense. It's a great thing for women, blah, blah, blah. Like, I think it's like anything that's going to happen. You're going to have people who are like, no.
It's a great thing for women, though.
It is.
Because that's mostly for who this vending machine is for.
I wonder if
I mean,
like,
not saying it's like totally your responsibility as women, but like...
My thing is, like, is it in a private place, like, where you can go in and take things out of it, or are you just, like...
That daddy probably in the hallway right next to the chip one.
Right, like, hold on, guys, I need to get my Plan B.
So you try to, like, you put money in all the machines so it look like you're just doing your scoot.
Right. Yeah, like, oh, wait, just casually walking by, like, wait.
Right.
Let me grab my condom.
I'll catch up with y'all.
Right. I dropped something. I'll be back. Go ahead. Don't wait. That's my only thing is, like, that's what I'm saying, like, is it going to be, like, not used because of that? Like, it's not private? Like, whereas if you go to a store...
They're in college, though.
They don't care?
Nah, they don't give a fuck. Everybody fucking. You just the responsible one, because you using You know what I'm saying? You're just responsible economical one because you're using the cheaper stuff in the vending machine, and it's quicker right there, convenient. You get your whatever you need to get, boom, and you go.
Right. I guess.
What if I think I wouldn't be surprised if it was a line.
You think it's that serious?
Yeah, everybody fucking in college, man. It's serious.
Man.
It's a fuck fest in
Should have
college.
went to college.
Mm-hmm. Good times.
Anyways. I just hope that they, like, update it regularly, because, like, last week I got some Cheetos out of our vending machine at work, and they were stale.
I like what you did there. I like what you did there. Oh, okay.
Anyways.
I can't
Can't deal with me today.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you say that every time we're together.
I seen this. I ran across this, and I thought this would be interesting to talk to our listeners about. Sleep problems have more links to mental health than you think.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all.
Can control sleep deprivation be the secret solution? I might as well read this whole thing. Should I or should I not?
I don't even know if that's necessary. Have you ever, like, not slept and how you felt the next day? I can tell my kids' mood, like, all my girls, I can tell their mood based on if they slept or not the night before. Because they turn into little, how do I put this nicely?
Let's see, let me look at the time because I might need to edit this. Go ahead.
Unstable creatures.
Okay. Americans are quite sleep deprived these days, but what you might not know is all of that, not sleeping could be affecting your mental health and well-being. Or it is your mental health is leading to sleepless nights and yawn-filled days. The data paints a picture. Nearly 1 in 5 Americans suffers from some kind of mental illness, according to data from National Institute of Mental Health. Even more surprising, a whopping 50 to 80% of people living with typical psychiatric illness also report chronic sleep problems, compared to less than 20% of the general population. So, looking at the numbers, sleep issues can both be a sign of depression, or be a cause and a sign of depression. What do you think about that?
I definitely agree. I think sleep is so important. Like, without it, I think your body seriously, like, shuts down. Like, you don't think straight. You don't act like yourself.
I'm like, I didn't sleep much last night, and I'm having a hard time looking at these words.
Yeah. There's been times where, like, if I don't sleep well, like, when the baby was sick the last couple weeks, like, there was nights where he was waking up in the middle of the night and being up for, like, a few hours, and then I would go to work on, like, 4 hours of, like, interrupted sleep. And, like, seriously, I would be sitting there reading stuff that I do every day, and, like, it wasn't, like, processing in my brain. Mm-hmm. It was starting to annoy me. But, like, I can also tell just, like, by my mood. Like, I don't want to be bothered by people if I haven't slept right. I don't want, like, I can tell that I'm, like, agitated by things, like, a lot more than I would be, like, if I had slept right. I think sleep is a huge, huge factor in how our brains work.
I mean, we know that. Yes, definitely sleep is restorative, but I think that we're talking about...
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
The result of depression.
Right, but say for long term, if you don't sleep well, I could definitely see it, like, leading to that. Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a cycle.
Yeah.
Well, not so much cycle.
I don't think if you don't sleep one night that you're going to be depressed. But if you, like, say it's something you struggle with for, like, weeks or months, yeah, I could definitely see it leading to that.
Disordered sleep can be both a symptom and cause of psychiatric disorders, according to doctors at the Harvard Medical School. For instance, a major depressive disorder problems with early morning awakenings and can be a cardinal symptom of sleep deprivation. Alternatively, insomnia has been shown in a longitudinal study to be a risk factor for both new onset and reoccurring depression.
Jeez.
What do you think?
Yeah, I can see it.
Let's see. Could controlled sleep deprivation be the solution? Here is how. I guess dialing back your sleep can be used as a way to improve your mood and well-being. I guess. Oh, okay. I see what you're trying to do here. Like counterintuitive, meaning when you don't sleep, you get up and you continue to not sleep. You push yourself to the max, so you have to sleep and get yourself back on a program. You know what I'm saying? So like you had 40% gas, right? You slept and you got 40% of the tank. Run the tank all the way down, so you have to sleep all the way, to get yourself back to 100%. Try to reset your schedule, your sleep schedule.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't see that working.
Right.
I don't see that working at all.
No.
Fuck that.
I can't tell you how many times last week I told myself I was going to bed early.
Oh, but here they got these. Try these tricks for a better night's sleep if you do have these issues. Try meditation. Take a warm bath. Ban phones and tablets before bed. Turn down the thermostat. Sleep with socks on.
I do every single thing on that list. Except maybe my phone some nights, because some nights I'll lay in bed and be on my phone before I go to bed. But I try not to.
Okay, I got another one that I thought could be pertinent to listeners, right? 8 habits of successful people.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. I'm just going to read them off. I'm not going to read the intro or anything like that. Number 1, live within your means. One of the first and most important habits successful people use to create wealth and stay wealthy is living within their means. For each of us, this can mean different things, but we can outline a few suggestions. Always pay yourself first. A good habit to develop is to save 20% of your income and live off 80% of your income. Then prevent you from overspending and by taking your money out of play. Spend no more than 15% on food and 5% on auto loans. Most wealthy people drive their cars until repairs can no longer be provided. Stay away from growing credit card debts. Wow. If your debt is growing, it's a sign you need to cut back. Are you there?
I'm listening.
Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Contribute as much as you can to your retirement plan. Always take full advantage of your company's match. So they're talking like 401k if you match up to 15% and put that whole 15 in. And that's definitely something you want to do because the money's getting taken out before taxes, so it's not really hurting your pocket. So definitely do that, people. Read daily. Highly successful people spend 30 minutes or more every day reading. The more information you have, the more valuable you become. 60% of highly successful people listen to audiobooks and podcasts during their daily commute. That's me.
We can help you be successful. Just listen to us.
90% catch up on current events. That's what I do. Fucking every week I'm doing.
Right.
because we have a podcast.
Right.
56% focus on personal development. Same here, man. Why am I rich?
I know.
Set goals. Almost all of successful people set goals for themselves. They create timelines to complete these goals as well as monitor their progress towards doing so. Setting goals allows us to focus our thoughts and focus our thoughts completely on the task at hand while spending less time brainstorming.
I feel like this whole list you already do.
Yeah.
You do that too.
Get a mentor. I don't have a mentor. I don't
Do you want me to be
like,
your mentor?
No.
Okay.
We can all admit.
Think about it.
We can all admit that not one of us knows everything that there's to know about a specific subject. Yes. However, it would be great to learn from people who have accomplished the things you wish to achieve. Having a mentor helps keep us grounded as well as focused on success. A mentor can help us avoid the pitfalls by sharing wisdom and experiences they also have been through. It's a learning curve, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spend more time listening. Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's
Successful people tend to be amazing communicators because they also are great listeners. The more we develop our listening skills, the more we can contribute to our relationships. No one wants to invest time and energy into a person who can only talk about themselves. Hello. I wouldn't directing that at you. I wouldn't directing that at you.
okay.
Number 6. Never stop networking and volunteering. Highly successful people are consistently networking and volunteering in their communities a minimum of 5 hours a month. People who volunteer their time have a clear outlook and appreciation for their life. Wow. For life, period. I'm sorry. They also tend to meet other people with similar interests. One of the key components of building fruitful relationships is having a common interest. More often than not, many volunteer organizations are made up of wealthy and successful people. Developing these relationships will lead to better opportunities in the future. I agree with that. Mm-hmm. I definitely need to volunteer more with time that doesn't exist for me, but right. I need to make time. Number 7, do not give up. Any successful person can tell you about the time when life totally sucked. Yes. I'm there now. They either weren't accomplishing their goals on time, had to scrap a goal, and start all over. This is okay. It happens all the time. There is nothing that cannot be accomplished with a little patience and persistence. Understand what you want and see it happening and follow through. It's all about that vision, baby. Avoid toxic people. This is a huge one right here. It's the last one.
Okay.
One of the most important habits on this list is not something we can do, but we can avoid. Successful people spend their time with successful people. You should constantly evaluate your relationships in order to determine if they are either prosperous relationships, people who can help you build up, or burdening relationships, people who hold you back. It is important to spend more energy growing with your prosperous relationships, which could lead to new opportunities.
I agree.
As you can see, there are more different habits that contribute to success in our everyday lives, right? Some may take more time to develop, and others we can start implementing in our everyday routine. Make it a goal to implement these 8 habits in your life and see a difference they can make. What you think about that?
The avoid toxic people, I think, is huge. Mm-hmm. So when you allow people like that in your life, they're gonna bring you down.
And they
Not allow you to.
They transfer energy.
Yeah.
Definitely. We're gonna take a break. I have a headache now.
From reading so much.
Yes.
Hey, you read for the day, so that they say that helps be successful. Oh, I can hear it.
That shit loud.
Yeah,
Should you? Yeah. I don't know. Should you? Should you? Should you? Should you? I don't know. Hey. Wow. Should you? That's not bad. I don't know. It's $90 every week. Hey. I don't know. What up? It's that Should You segment. Y'all already, for people, the new listeners, we ask really cool questions, and sometimes we argue, sometimes we fight. It doesn't matter because we don't damage the equipment in the studio. So, we got a couple listener questions, right, from the group, right? No. You're lying to hell.
No, that we did them all on the last episode.
Nah, man, somebody asked some questions.
I already asked you this. Here we go. We're arguing. We haven't even started the questions.
Did we ask that? When did we do the last podcast? It was Tuesday. Oh yeah, because it was the 19th.
Thank you. And we used them all.
I thought somebody put some. Okay. I could have sworn somebody put some up.
We had this conversation like 2 hours ago. Or like, not even 2 hours ago, right before we started.
I really don't want to argue with you right now. I have a headache.
Okay.
Just trying to pound through it, though.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Should you stay with your significant other if they go to jail, even if it's a long sentence?
If it's 25, what a quarter century would you be there to support me mentally?
Yeah, I would, because he's still sexy. Oh my gosh.
He keep punching motherfuckers in the crowd, he gonna be there. Shout out to 50.
Mm-hmm.
Psych. I ain't gonna shout him out. He just punched that girl in the
He's
face.
so beautiful.
I mean, the chest.
I love him.
You know what's fucked up? I'm about to say something so fucked up, but I don't care because I'm tired. Check this out.
Please.
The standard for that is different from men to women.
What?
If a dude, if a girl goes and she goes for a long time, a dude is about to be out here wilding. Like there's like you don't even expect your dude to
Right. You
know
just
what I
tell
mean?
him goodbye when you go.
Yeah, exactly. You know you
Like
don't
you
have
see him
no
in court,
Yep.
just be like, peace.
Just come visit me every now and then because you a dog head. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the only one that was different for her was what, Papoose? He the only one.
Because he's so cool.
Like he the only one though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
That's because
down,
most of
though.
you motherfuckers aren't doing it while we're out of jail either.
This is true.
Yeah. So yeah. Let's say if a man
Dogs.
goes to jail, let's just cut you guys completely out. If women go to jail, let's just turn it into if a man goes to jail because it's not gonna happen. It's just not. You're more likely to win the lottery.
Oh,
Twice.
Man. Damn. And we struck like lightning.
Right.
Shit. But that's on you. I can't answer that.
I think it all depends, like, on the
Severity, like the seriousness of the relationship when y'all went in?
Yeah.
Before
first of all, is there kids involved? Is this the first time that they've been in trouble? Like, if they're just, like, a repeat offender and just keep going to prison and leaving you, then no, I'm not sticking around for that. No. You put yourself there, you can stay there. Better get you a pen pal.
Go ahead. You got it. Because I'm going to ask mine last because it's a story.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think it all depends on all that. Like, how long are they in there for?
That's a good question.
Yeah, what did
That's a
they
really good
do?
question.
Like, that probably is a huge factor is what did they do? Because if it's something you don't like
condone.
Yeah, like, I mean, everybody makes mistakes, but if it's something that's
actually,
like...
you know what? I'll check this out. If you was like, you knew, say if he was a drug dealer, you knew dude was a drug dealer and you was around and you was reaping all the benefits, you kind of got it.
You can't really say shit, yeah.
You got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was there for the...
If he was doing it behind your back and you didn't know about it,
right,
like...
But if you knew and you was openly, let me buy me this bag and all this, you supposed to, you know what I mean? Well,
Right.
It doesn't happen, but if girls are in for the lifestyle, just to be around that dude, yeah, they're not going to stick around. But, like, ethically... You know what I'm saying? You was part of that. Yeah, exactly.
Least, like, be there.
Exactly.
Even if you're not gonna be there. Yeah, I don't know. I think that all factors into it. Like, if you have kids, if you're married, that's a different story, too. Like, yeah, I think a lot depends on that. I don't know if how I would be in a situation like that.
What you mean?
Like, I don't know if I would... I can't say that I wouldn't be with somebody or I would, because it would probably just depend on a...
You never been there before, right?
Right.
Okay. Makes sense. All right, next one.
Should you tell your friend if they are getting fat?
Man, my friends tell me that shit all the time.
Yeah, you tell me that all the time. So.
That's what friends are for. All right.
Look, no, I'm about to tell him. I was walking through the living room the other day, and Sierra, my oldest, says, "Mom, you're getting chunky." So I text Brentel.
So harsh.
Yeah. So I text Brentel talking about Sierra just told me I'm getting chunky. I guess I better start meal prepping again. And his answer back, "Yeah, you are. Me too." I was like, thanks.
You see how I 8-mouthed it? I took that away so you didn't. So you couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Like there was no like. Oh, you're not that bad, but you might want to start, like, watching what you eat. No, you were like, yeah, you are. Okay. Like, I didn't already know.
And that's why you know what? That's why you my friend, because you appreciate my blunt honesty.
Right. I guess. But anyways, if anybody wants to know what I'm doing tonight, it's meal prepping. Because
I can't wait to get back on meal prepping. I'm
starting tonight.
Broke as fuck right now.
Look, I started this time last year. Like,
and you stopped like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. Well, not. I technically stuck to it for like 6 months.
You stayed on it for like a year, didn't you? Something like
no.
That shit would seem like. Well, you just lost a lot of weight.
I lost a ton of weight in like 4 months. Which I'm going to do right now anyway. So I'll be done like in a couple months anyway. I just need to stay
consistent, more
on it, like through maintenance than I did this time, because I just was like, meh, I'm good. And I was
can lose
like,
it right back.
Yeah. And now I'm like, meh, where'd all this come from? Right. Like, good thing I didn't throw away all my old jeans.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh
no.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got any more?
Yes. Should you try to get a friend a job at your place of employment?
Can you trust him?
Right.
Do you trust that friend? Do you trust your friend?
I don't even know if that...
You vouching on your name for that friend.
Right.
Do you trust that seriousness? Because they ain't really you helping your friend out. It's you putting your name on your credibility.
Yeah, I have been burned in that situation.
Me too.
Really bad.
Me too.
To the point where I, like, personally handed somebody's resume to my boss and put in a good word. And then, like, a year later, they tried to get me fired for my job.
Ooh. Sound like somebody need their ass whooped in a parking lot. Hey.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
So I have not, since then, I've made a choice not to do it. I just don't even tell people. I'm like, yeah, we're not hiring.
I mean, I would say, yeah, we hiring, but...
I'm not putting my name on it.
Yeah, you get in there on your own partner.
Right.
Yeah, I'm definitely not vouching for nobody, especially with this new job. Because this shit tough as fuck.
Right. I wouldn't either. Do a lot of people even know that you got it?
No.
I didn't think so. Huh?
Shit.
Yeah. That's good.
Okay. That was your last one, right?
Yep.
Okay. I had a story. A friend of mine with a name, anonymous. It's not in my circle of friends. Just throw you
What does
off.
it rhyme with?
You don't know.
Okay.
Told me that it got caught up, and girl went through his phone, and
Yes. Call me if you need more pointers.
So, what you mean?
Her.
Oh.
I'm talking to him.
Oh, I thought you were. So, she read the whole conversation, and that's what the girl was upset. She's upset. Excuse me. And I'm taking long pauses so you guys can like on the edge of your seat. Is it working?
No, I actually just fell asleep for a second.
Fuck. All right. Anyway, so she got the phone, read the conversation. Boom. Bags packed, all that, about to leave. So they were communicating. She still has access to the phone, right? So if she stays, right? I had posed this question. I'm thinking to myself, like, if she stays and she's gonna continue to, look through the phone and shit, do you erase that conversation? Should you erase that conversation? Because she already seen it.
That she already saw?
Exactly, she already seen that. But is it a sign of like good faith for you to erase erase the conversation?
I think.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. Give her the phone and let her decide. At that point, like, does she cook your meals for you? Because like that's gonna be
right. Because because it can go sour either way.
it probably will either way anyway.
Right.
Because she's already just mad about it. So
Right.
even if you just like didn't use your phone for a month, she'd be like, "So you just gonna save the text
using
so
it?
you have memories?"
Yeah. Why you ain't you used to be on your phone all the time?
Yeah, if you don't delete it, and then she's gonna be like, "So you
It's sentimental to you?
Yeah, like you don't want to forget your boo, but if you do delete it, you're like, "The fuck you trying to hide?"
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's a bad situation. Tell your friend sorry.
I was just thinking, like, damn, like, so should you erase that? Or, that was like a 10-minute conversation. Like,
Yeah,
he said,
I don't think
he
there's a
said-
safe answer.
He said you should use that on your podcast.
Yeah, I don't think there's a safe answer. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, I don't.
Is there a possible? I'm going to post that in the group. I'm going to post that in the group because I really want to get people's feedback and see what they say about it. But I mean,
Personally, I would say delete it.
Boom. Ask her. Is it?
That's why I said.
I just want to
hand her the phone and be like, "Here."
Boom. I'm going to delete it. Is this because then she feels like she has control over the situation?
Yeah, but get ready to fight again.
Yeah, you're gonna fight again, but like, if she goes to your phone again, that won't come up as the situation unless you still.
You already told her I deleted it,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Or I'm just letting you know I'm deleting this so you don't think I'm trying to hide anything. That's what you should do.
Mm-hmm. Did the wild disclaimer?
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Or you have to wait. So is he done talking to that person?
Nah, he wanna like continue to be like he fucked up and he just wanna
No. I mean the person he was
the
talking
other
to.
person? No.
Like they're not.
No.
How did he end it?
It wasn't a situation.
Because you would have had to. Where's the text message that say you ended it? That's what I want to know.
I gotta talk to you off air. Cause I can't
Okay, we're
say
done.
so.
Gotta go.
Because it really wasn't like a conversation to the girl per se that he was talking to. He was talking about another girl.
Oh shit.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like it's double bad because you confide. So
Dang. I would just
I would- 'cause
throw the
it's
phone
not-
away. Start over.
That's so stupid.
Throw it in the river.
How can I stand you, dude? Yeah, that's. I mean, you fucked. But I'm saying, like, if you
Yeah.
were trying, if you guys were like, you know what, you were gonna try to rebuild. Like, how would you handle it? That's why.
Yeah, you need a whole new phone and a new life.
New number. Who this?
Yeah. Yep. Just go on and start over.
But that's all I had.
And you're gonna get a joint Facebook account now too,
Whoa.
because
Not the
you can't be
joint,
trusted.
Not the joint account.
Mm-hmm. Good luck.
What else did I say? I mean, that's all I had. That's all I had. Cause I mean, that was a good question.
It is a great question because I don't even know how to answer that.
So that's all you got. That's all I got. So until next episode, hey.